There are literally hundreds of AI video tools out there right now, and if you tried to test them all, you'd be buried for weeks. So, I did the heavy lifting. I signed up, tested, failed a few renders, read the forums, and used the ones that actually looked legit. After digging through dozens of platforms, I boiled it down to the top 6 AI video tools you can realistically use today. These are solid picks whether you're a one-person creator building a brand or an editor trying to shave hours off your workflow. I'll order them from the most niche to the most all-in-one, and stick around because at the end I'll share one tool that completely reshaped how I repurpose long videos. First, a quick note on how I picked these. I didn't just skim blog posts, I actually ran real projects and checked export quality. My filters were simple. Is it worth the money? Does it solve real problems? And does it work reliably without crashing? Kicking things off, Kling, which is super focused on turning static images into animated clips using AI. If you need photo to motion work, Kling was the most consistent tool I found for getting high quality movement. The thing that sold me was the physics. Ask it to make steam rise from a cup, and the steam behaves exactly like steam. It preserves the image's style without that weird jitter or smeared motion you see in other apps. Their pricing is pretty affordable, which matters if you do a ton of small animated assets for social media. Where Kling falls short is obvious. It basically does one thing, so for full-length projects, you'll still need a proper editor. Next up is Captions, which started with subtitles but evolved into a short-form, talking head powerhouse. The real value is the styling smarts. It analyzes the vibe of your clip and picks fonts and motion that match the energy. That little polish makes a huge difference when you're scrolling through Reels or TikTok and need to grab attention. Captions is packed with extras like eye contact correction and even AI-generated avatars. Pricing is friendly, and it's definitely worth it if you're producing scripted talking head content. However, if you're editing multicam interviews or cinematic projects, it's not the best fit for that workflow. Third, we have V, the browser-based editor I found myself recommending most for creators who want pro results. It gives you a timeline and multiple tracks, but layers in AI features like automatic subtitles and background removal. The idea of editing on any device, whether it's a phone, tablet, or laptop, and having projects sync is really liberating. What stands out is the AI dubbing that translates into dozens of languages with natural-sounding voices. The downside is you need a decent internet connection for big projects, and the pro price might be hard to justify for casual creators. Fourth is Submagic, which takes a different philosophy. It's all about keeping viewers glued to the screen. Instead of just adding subtitles, Submagic analyzes your pacing and injects edits that improve retention. It even generates hook variations for your first few seconds to keep people watching longer. For creators optimizing short-form virality, Submagic can turn mediocre recordings into attention-grabbing clips. The limitation is obvious. This is designed for social-first, snackable content, not long-form documentaries. Fifth is Descript, which changes the mental model of editing by letting you edit the transcript instead of the timeline. Delete a word on the page and it disappears from the video, which is insanely intuitive for podcast editors. Their overdub feature lets you type small corrections and have them rendered in your own voice. Descript is great for speech-first content, but it's not built for music videos where the visuals should drive the edit. Last is Runway ML, which is the absolute playground if you want to push creative boundaries with AI effects. The expressive detail you can ask for is wild, like a medium shot of a person in a red jacket walking through neon Tokyo. Runway uses a credit system that can get expensive, and the learning curve is steep, so it's best for studio-level creators. Before I reveal the final tool, remember that these services split into two philosophies: predictable monthly subs, or pay-as-you-go credits. Now, the tool that changed how I think about turning long videos into a steady stream of short clips, Vizard. Vizard's core value is workflow automation for creators who need volume without sacrificing quality. It scans your long videos, finds moments with high engagement potential, and spits out ready-to-post short clips. It prioritizes watchability and vertical formats so you don't have to think about frame composition or where to cut. You can auto-schedule posts in a single dashboard, which is a complete game changer for content strategy. Vizard fills the gap between raw long-form footage and a full social strategy by reliably feeding your socials. In short, pick tools that match your workflow. But if your daily struggle is turning long interviews into short content, give Vizard a look. Don't chase every new shiny app. Pick one or two that match how you create and get really good at them. If you want to see how these tools compare head-to-head with the same source footage, click the link to watch the full comparison video. Thanks for watching, try a couple of these out, and I'll see you in the next one.